Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are doing another episode of Pages Promotions Virtual Book Festival. This is autumn 2020. This is a production of Indie Reads TV, and our home is found on CNM TV in Troy, Michigan. Today we are super excited to have with us Kenneth Powers. He is going to do a quick reading for us tonight, and if we have some time after the reading, we're going to have a short little Q&A, and then make sure you come back after the Q&A for see, there's me with technology again. So make sure that you come back or you stick around after the Q&A so that we can ask some questions if we have some time, and then come back at the later in the month when we're going to have a full interview with. So welcome, Ken. Thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So first of all, tell us a little bit about you and the genre that you write in.
Okay, like I said, my name is Kenneth Powers. I'm a teacher. I'm a freelance writer. I am from Detroit, Michigan. I major in journalism. I've been writing for most of my life. I began writing as a young teen. I wrote for my high school newspaper. I also went to college, Open University, and majored in journalism. Years later, I decided to change my career to teaching. But over the years, I've been writing throughout the years, basically.
Excellent. Okay. And what's the book that you're going to be reading from tonight?
The book is called In His Own Words.
Okay. And can you give us a quick synopsis?
Okay. In His Own Words is about a teenage boy named Stephen, and Stephen is being bullied because of his speech impediment. He's 13 years old. He's being bullied pretty much, I guess, verbally and somewhat physically, but he responds by fighting back. It causes problems because he becomes overly violent. He eventually finds ways to solve his problems non-violently.
Excellent.
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. Wonderful. Why don't you go ahead and begin your reading?
Okay. I'm going to read for you the first chapter, the first 4 pages of it. Okay. It reads, lunchtime has always been the worst part of the day for me. I have never liked the food. It seems like we have the same thing every day. Pizza, chicken, hot dogs. None of the food tastes like something you would eat at home or at a fast food restaurant. I told Mom that I want her to fix my lunch, but she always tells me to eat the food at school instead. One thing I hate about this time is the noise of the other kids. It is so loud sometimes I can't hear myself think. Usually I sit in the back by myself, but someone always finds their way to my table. And they always have something smart to say about my clothes or how I talk. I don't know why, but I always get upset. My adopted sister told me that she sees my skin turn from light brown to red whenever I get mad. Other than getting upset easily, I think I live a regular life for a 13-year-old boy. I live with my adopted parents in Detroit near the suburb of Southfield. They go to church regularly, and they are always telling me that I need to control my temper. But some of these kids at my school are making it very hard. Speaking of jerks, Antoine, the captain of the 8th grade basketball team and wannabe class clown, decided to join me along with a couple of basketball flunkies. While I peacefully tried to eat my apple before it's done for lunch period. What you got on face, Stevie? Antoine jeered while his 3 followers snickered. I didn't say anything because anybody could look at my clothes and see it for themselves. But my heart started beating faster because I hate when people call me Stevie. I prefer Steve or Steven. Only my family can call me Stevie. After he saw he couldn't get a rise out of me, he continued with his games. Oh, I thought everybody knew baggy jeans were out of style 10 years ago, he said. And when are you going to get some new Jordans? Those shacks like biscuits, he added, with a loud laugh. My dad's got more swag than you. I couldn't take it anymore. Had to say something even though I was so upset I couldn't get my words out. Man, I stuttered. Get out of here. After I said this, he said like the whole entire cafeteria was laughing at me. The more I looked at Antoine and his weak goons laughing, the more upset I got. So I got out of my seat, walked up to him and punched him square in the face near his left eye, knocking him to the cafeteria floor. One of his flunkies tried to grab me from behind, but I elbowed him in the nose, causing it to bleed. So he backed away from me, and one of his friends got a teacher to stop from hurting Antoine even more. While they went to find someone, I started stomping Antoine on the back. I thought I was giving him what he deserved. I bet he wouldn't bother me anymore or tease me about my clothes or how I talk, I thought to myself. Stephen Owens, the principal called, bringing two security guards. Stop kicking him right now. But I couldn't stop. I was just getting started. I didn't want Antoine to get up. So both security guards wrestled me to the floor and handcuffed my hands behind my back. I didn't realize that it took two grown men to restrain me. I'm only 5'4", 150 pounds, but I've been working out, doing push-ups and practicing karate moves I learned in my school class. I try to be ready whenever I get into a fight. Here we go again. It seems like I'm always heading to the principal's office. Whenever the secretary sees me coming to the front office, she shakes her head. It seems like she always knows what happened before anyone tells her. So we're gonna call your mom again because you're fighting again? Ms. Johnson asked with the same look on her face. How are you gonna make it through high school when you're always getting suspended? Today, I wasn't worried about high school, the fight, or anything else. I was worried about what my mother would do when she found out I messed up again and couldn't control my temper. And today of all days, she was graduating from college. It was a huge deal around our house. My adopted brother is coming home from school and everybody is getting dressed up. My dad even took off work. Ms. Johnson, you won't be able to reach my mom today, I explained. She's out of town on work business. We will see about that, Ms. Johnson quietly answered. I guess today was my lucky day. My mother, who I have been living with since I came to her since I was a foster child at 3 years old, didn't answer the phone. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. So everybody feel free to turn on your microphones. And if you have any questions or comments for Ken, this would be a good time to ask.
Ken, I thought that was good. That was very engaging. It was easy to get into it and want to see what's going to happen to the character. So I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Julianne,
I
go
may have
ahead.
missed it. Did you say what grade is he in?
He's in the 8th grade. 8th grade.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I seem to recall some of those scenarios from my 8th grade years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I recall a few.
Julianne, turn on your mic. Julianne.
Down at the bottom.
Yep. There you go, Andrew. While she's catching her mic, did you have a question, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, there's obvious some inspiration in this. Is this fiction or is this pseudo fact?
It's fiction. It's
Okay.
fiction. Mm-hmm. It's based on some of my life experiences. My life experiences, I was a foster parent for 6 years. I've had a foster child also. So I kind of use that character to, I guess, inspiration for my book.
Do you get inspiration as well from your teaching? Is this the age group that you teach?
I teach 4th grade, but I have taught 8th graders before. So
Okay, excellent.
Behavior.
Go ahead, Julian.
After you turned that first page, you just came alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah, it becomes more comfortable the more you do it, right?
Yeah, it was very engaging. I was waiting for that to happen, and you just came alive after that.
Okay, thank you.
Page turn.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't begin to tell you, Ken, how long it took me to be able to do this. So, and I'm still not where I want to be with it. So, good job. I guess go ahead.
Yeah, I looked over the book earlier today because I have a tendency of reading almost all of the indie authors' books, and I will purchase the book. You don't have an electronic format at this time? Just
Not right now, no, not right now. Well, you know what? I do have it on Amazon.com. I prefer that people purchase me from directly right now.
Right. I saw the paperback. You know, Amazon.com offers a quick move straight to digital as well, so that you can do both at the same time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's quick. You know, I have lots of questions that delve into the what's, the whys, and the wherefores, but I think I'll read the book first. I will say that it's obvious that this addresses a serious problem, having grown up through some things that were far worse, and it's just you know, it's nice to see somebody putting some of these things out there. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we'll see.
I agree.
After I read it, we'll see, and I'll probably send you a stack of questions.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Andrew, you can come back with your stack of questions when Ken reappears through our interview episode later in the month.
Well, only if he's there at mine.
Okay.
Oh, whoa! And that was that.
Okay.
Wait. I have a mic here. There's my mic. I dropped it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there earlier today, so.
That's right. That's right. You were. Julianne was our inaugural today. So
Yeah.
And I would have been there, except I was in a meeting.
Life.
A very large meeting of about 90 people. So.
Wow. Yeah. Life. I get it, Andrew. You can't be everywhere all at once.
Life happens.
Does anyone else have any questions or comments for Ken?
I just had a comment that I think it's wonderful. This book is really timely, since right now we have a presidential candidate who talks about very candidly having problems with a stutter and learning to overcome that. And I remember a while back they did an interview with a young man who he had actually reached out to, and you know, a kindness like that is never forgotten. So I'm really, really thrilled to see that you have something like that right now, where maybe people are going to be looking for that kind of thing. So kudos on you. I'm really happy to see that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice to see that we're opening up sensitivity to issues like that. Absolutely.
That's one of the things that I'm interested in reading about. My son had a speech impediment when he started school for some time. The doctors said very clearly it was because my daughter was a loudmouth and did all the talking for him.
Okay.
He never had to talk. So she translated, he needs a cookie. He wants a drink of water. And he never had to talk, but it held him back, and he faced some ridicule in school simply because he didn't communicate as effectively. Now he's very articulate, but his first 3 years of school were speech pathologist, constant secondary classes, and you know, people asking him what was wrong with him, which he just never had. So it'll be interesting read.
Yeah, it's I think it's a very timely topic, and I really applaud you, Ken, for reaching out there and offering this conversation to 8th graders to read about and to maybe discuss with each other.
Yeah, I think a lot's going on too right now with internet bullying too, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely. I am curious, the book, is it written for young adults? Is it written for adult? Does it cover a variety of ages? Is it a timeless classic that will live on past To Kill a Mockingbird?
Boy, we all hope so, right?
Yes, it's written for young adults. I mean, like preteens to teens. It's also written for parents to be a conversation starter, to talk about bullying, and for parents to get involved with children's lives, you know, things that they're going through.
In that matter, with the way that you approach the book and the little that I read online, have you considered writing a parent guide or parent primer to go with it, so that parents could say, here's where I could have talking points and read the book together with their children?
I haven't thought about that point, but I have thought about going to different locations and talking, like possibly churches, possibly nonprofit organizations, and I guess collaborating with parents and children. But that's a good idea as far as making a manual for it.
Make checks payable too.
Okay. Andrew,
No, can't do that, Andrew.
I have a question.
Julianne, go ahead.
Have you had 8th grade beta readers?
8th grade what? 8th grade what?
8th grade readers.
8th grade beta readers, 8th graders to test it, to see their response.
Yes, I have. Yes, I worked at a school in Detroit a couple years ago. And I've had younger people and actually 8th graders too, It was a school where I worked at, and during time of tutoring, I allowed some kids at that age to read it, and they enjoyed it.
That's great. Great job there. That's important to know that audience and their reaction. That's good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. I think it's going to be great. I mean, my son is 30 years old now, but I still spend enough time with younger people that I enjoy young adult reads as much as adult
I'm
reads.
not saying how old my sons are.
Yeah, me either. So
yeah, I accept my mortality. It's okay.
I'm resisting all of it.
Any other questions or comments for Ken before we bring our evening to a close?
Good job.
Good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good job.
I mean, good job. One of the best things to do is to continue on. You've made a niche. You've got something that obviously people should be interested in. If they're not, help them be interested in it. But then keep writing and put more out about the same topic, because I'm sure that this is just a slice of a life. We want to know what happens to him in 9th grade and 10th grade. And hey, he's in his first year of college. Can he overcome the incredible pressures that are there? Just give him life, and so that your readers can go, wow, I want more.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great advice, Andrew. Thank you for that. Anything else for Ken before we wrap up? All right. So thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. I want to remind everyone that our autumn virtual book festival is happening all the month of October on Facebook and right here in Zoom. We're also fortunate enough to have CNN TV rebroadcast our episodes in Troy, Michigan, on the local access cable channel there. Again, CNN TV, we are so grateful for their support. They're really wonderful over there. We are doing something really cool for the festival. We're doing a trick-or-treat game. So each one of the authors are going to be posting links on our festival Facebook page, and they're going to be attaching candy to those links. So, okay, it's virtual candy, but each author has a different candy. What you do is throughout the month, you go visit the links that the authors post, collect the candy. There you go, Andrew. Collect the candy, and then go back to the Pages Promotions website to tell us what's in your virtual pillowcase. The winner of our trick-or-treat game, the individual who receives the most, who collects, I should say, the most virtual candy, is going to win a Fire HD tablet from Amazon. So check into that. Also check into our Facebook page, because we're doing a lot of other contests and fun author polls and just lots of silliness throughout the month. So come back, join us. Yeah, Andrew, silly. So come back, join us. We're having a blast. It's only day one. We've got a lot more to bring you for this month. So again, we appreciate you coming. Thank you again, Kenneth, for everything that you've done for us tonight. And this is, if I can do this properly now, come on, Diana. There we go. So this has been the Pages Promotions Virtual Book Festival, a production of Indie Reads TV. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.